So I got my shots today, and I'm quite worried. Mostly because the nurse gave me both the shots that I needed right next to each other on the same arm. um, I'm gonna assume it's gonna hurt twice as much later on. Okay, that might have been a weird intro. Because we're not even going to talk about shots or nurses or hospitals or anything health related actually. So we're actually going to talk about something that everybody has been talking about to death. We're going to be talking about Star Wars being bought by Disney. You may know that Disney has bought Lucasfilms for $4 billion. And I was thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. I mean, $4 billion? That could pay my tuition for like forever. Well, unless, Prop 30 doesn't go through and, I get more tuition. I don't want that. Oh man, I'm such a dumbass sometimes. Okay, so what's the big deal? Well, Lucasfilms, as you may know, is the rightful owner, well, used to be the rightful owner of the Star Wars franchise. And guess what's gonna happen? In a couple years, we're gonna see a new Star Wars film. What? So we got the announcement earlier this week that Disney plans to make a new Star Wars Episode 7 film, and you could see it both ways. You could you could see how people can be mad at this, and you can also see how people are cheering and throwing parades and eating grapes. I don't know. Do people eat grapes when they're happy? I eat grapes when I'm happy. When I happy. Now I'm a caveman. A Igor. I am going so off topic on this. Anyways, there's gonna be a new Star Wars film, and you might be wondering yourself, well, what does the awesome DJ think about this? Or you might be saying, who the fuck is this guy? And why did I click on this video? Good question. Can't give you an answer, sorry. Okay, so I gotta stop beating around the bush about this, and I gotta give you my thoughts about this. Star Wars. I can't say that I'm a Star Wars fan. I can't say that prequels were bad. I can't say that the original series was the best ever because I'm just not part of that generation. You know, I was born in the early 1990s. Therefore, I haven't seen the early Star Wars films when they were in theaters. I have seen them. I have seen them throughout, and I did see the prequels when I was little. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to go ahead and side with the people who think this is a good thing, and here's why. All right, look. A lot of people may be thinking, "Oh my God, Star Wars film. There's gonna be CGI. There's gonna be new crappy characters. There's gonna be blah blah blah, worst things ever." But you gotta think about this. Lucas is not directing. We have more qualified directors now. All right, we have directors. I'm not saying that the directors from back then, like Stanley Kubrick or Hitchcock or John Woo. I am not saying that those directors are less qualified than the directors that we have now, but I am saying that directors now who are big Star Wars fans know what Star Wars is. I may even go as further to say that film directors of our generation know about Star Wars more than the creator of Star Wars, George Lucas. As I've seen a lot of reviews, especially from Red Letter Media, where they talk about the Star Wars films and they analyze it really well. They analyze it to death. I mean, I gotta admit, Phantom Menace, man, that's not even like on the top of my list of movies I want to review because it's just pretty much repeating everything that everybody said already, especially Red Letter Media. If you haven't seen Red Letter Media, you should probably look it up. They're really cool. That's one reason why uh, the buying of Star Wars from Disney is a good idea because we have more qualified directors now. We have directors who have a vision of what Star Wars could be. We have directors who could want to expand the Star Wars universe and want to give more characters more screen time. They want to introduce more characters. They want to introduce more enemies. They want to introduce more rebel fighters. I was gonna say Alliance, but that's Firefly. You guys should watch Firefly. Now that is a show that should come back. But that's for another video. Reason number two why Disney buying Lucasfilms is a good idea, good decision, is because, and I know I'm kind of late in this little debate thing, releasing this video pretty late, but I have to say it because it's a good example. Disney buying Marvel. Disney buying Marvel is reason number two. Because you know what happened when Disney bought Marvel? I'm trying to spell out Avengers, but I can't. I don't have enough fingers. But Avengers came out. Disney bought Marvel, and then a couple of years later, Avengers came out, and it was. Did you like it? Did you like it? Come on. Of course. Even if you didn't think the story was great, like I did, I mean, it was kind of like cliche, but I mean, the visuals were amazing. I mean, the visuals, you could tell they worked really, really hard on the visuals. And come on, guys, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, leather outfit. It was amazing. It was a good way for Disney to get their revenue back because, I mean, my God, John Carter, that was a flop. But of course, you know, John Carter, that's because advertising for it was horrible. It was completely horrendous. It was completely whorish. With the release of the Avengers, it was good because they were able to get their money back. And you know why? Because it was a good anticipation. And now that Disney released Star Wars, no, now that Disney released the official announcement of Star Wars Episode 7, that's a good anticipation. You know, it's a good ball to roll. We need to roll with it, roll with it until the release date, and we'll watch it, and Disney will get its money back. I hope that when they release it, they're not going to release it because they're not going to release a shitty movie, a shitty Star Wars, because that's the least thing we want. Or is it? Reason number three, even if it's bad, it's okay because we love bad things. I mean, look at Troll 2, which is a totally out of this conversation example, but look at it. It's one of the most horrible movies ever, but it still has a cult classic. And you know why? Because it's so bad that it's good. And we love to riff on bad things. I mean, there's even a company called Riff Tracks from the makers of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is a really good show. You guys should watch it. They base their whole company off of riffing really bad movies like The Happening from M. Night Shyamalan, Avatar, The Last Ember, and blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. My brain tells me, DJ, you're too awesome for this. You cannot say the name of that horrible, horrible movie. But you know what I'm talking about. And it's bad. We all know it's bad. But we love it because it's bad. It looks like from here, I'm scratching my head. This has been DJ's Thoughts. Thanks for listening. Bye.